We're driving up to Moria, a hotspot on the Greek island of Lesbos, where more than 5,000 people currently are cramped in horrifying conditions. You need only to enter to understand what an overwhelming amount of stress people are experiencing there on an everyday basis, and how much it's harming them psychologically. Put the camera down, we are with a lot of people here. What happened when they took you to Moria?
The Greeks call it the welcoming tent. Most everyone else calls it the prison.
Some of the asylum seekers have lived in these horrifying conditions for more than a year. They live in fear, insecure about their future, with no hope.
I came here last year on October 21st. When I first arrived, I was fine, but now I'm sick 80% of the time. I'm mentally tired, depressed, and I worry all the time.
Since March 2016, when the EU-Turkey deal came into effect, the Greek islands have become places of indefinite confinement and misery. The deal was designed to trap people on the islands so they can be sent back to Turkey.
They need to be treated like human beings and not like animals and closed up in cages. They need social support as much as they need psychological support. These people need human living standards.
Thousands are trapped in devastating conditions, at risk of physical and psychological harm.
It's like spending every day not knowing when it will end. It's like you're just waiting for death.
For more than a year, I've been visiting the island of Lesbos, peeking past a curtain of secrecy. Greece limits access to its centers known as hotspots. But finally, in September, we were allowed to enter Moria, the hotspot on Lesbos.
We left Syria for safety, but there's no safety here at all.
Most of the asylum seekers have fled fighting in Syria, Afghanistan, and Iraq, and many are already traumatized. I spoke to a family who said they fled ISIS.
They bombed our houses and we escaped to the mountains. ISIS killed her brother and her cousin and all her uncle's family. They captured everyone in my village, including the women and children.
Havar, who has 2 children, said her family has been living in limbo for almost a year.
We came here because of problems and killings in Iraq. Who wouldn't want to live in their own country, close to their family? I got sick when we were first denied asylum here. It was traumatic for me.
When I met Abdul Rahman in September, he had been living in a tent with 12 other people. Now, 3 months later, he's still there.
I fled a country that's at war, that's destroyed, and clashes are ongoing. And when I got to Turkey, I found it's also a country that's not safe for me. Then I came here to the EU, to Greece, and now they want to send me back to Turkey.
Zahra, a 28-year-old Afghan single mother, told me she fled gender-based violence at home.
There are times that even having a child can't stop me from giving up and thinking about killing myself.
If you brought a psychologist for every single refugee that exists in the camp, this will still not be enough, because it is the conditions themselves in the camp that are causing or compounding the mental health issues that these people have.
In September, nearly 5,000 people were living in Moria, a facility designed for 2,000. I was horrified walking through a large tent housing hundreds of people, crammed in tiny spaces, Now, nearly 7,000 people live there. Living in squalor with little access to services is a key factor, adding to fear and distress.
We can't sleep because of the fear. I didn't have a problem with memory before, but now I forget things. Our daughter is sick. She needs medical attention and a home that is warm and clean. She had heart surgery in Syria.
We called the doctor in Moria, and he said he couldn't treat her because our daughter is too young and the test that she needs isn't available on the island. When we came to Moria, I weighed 85 kilos. Now I'm 70.
It was sickening to go to the restrooms and showers, where the stench and filth was overwhelming. One day, I watched as the water tap was turned on. Children with bottles in their hands were struggling with others to get to the tap before it was turned off.
When it was summer, it was warm, but now it's cold, so it's impossible to bathe her. I'm scared that she'll get sick.
At night, it gets really cold, and the children are getting sick. They are suffering.
Winter is coming soon, and it's going to be really tough. I know that because I've been here in winter.
The mental health of refugees will improve when they're in a clean and decent place, when they're treated as human.